We shall begin chapter 8 of mathematics class 11 binomial theorem. Binomial theorem for any positive integer n. The statement is a plus b power n equal to nc0 a power n plus nc1 a power n minus 1 into b plus nc2 a power n minus 2 b square plus up to plus ncn minus 1 a into b power n minus 1 plus ncn b power n. We shall prove this by using principle of mathematical induction. Let the given statement be Pn. Call this as a Pn. So a plus b power n equal to nc0 a power n plus nc1 a power n minus 1 into b plus up to plus ncn minus 1 into a b power n minus 1 plus ncn b power n. Now when we use the principle of mathematical induction, we have to check first the Pn is true for n equal to 1. If it is true, then we assume that it will be true for Pn equal to k. And using these, we have to prove that the statement is true for pk plus 1, that is n equal to k plus 1. Okay, then the proof is done. So for n equal to 1, put n equal to 1. So p1 a plus b power 1 equal to nc0, that is here n is 1. So 1c0 a power n, that is 1, plus here n, that is 1c1 a power 1 minus 1 is 0 into b. Okay, so here c1 c0, this value is 1, the coefficient is 1. Here 1c1 value is 1. Okay, we can use the formula NCR formula, that is n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So if you use that formula, this value will be 1, this value will be 1. So here remains a and plus here remains b. So that means p1 is true. Okay, p1 is true. Now suppose pk is true for some positive integer k, that is, now we put here wherever is n, you put k. So a plus b power k equal to here k c0 a power k plus k c1 a power k minus 1 into b plus k c2 a power k minus 2 into b square plus up to plus k c k minus 1 a into b power k minus 1 plus k c k b power k. Okay, so this is what we take as p of k or pk. Now we shall prove that pk plus 1 is true. That means we have to prove a plus b power k plus 1 equal to wherever is k, be replaced by k plus 1, or in this replaced by k plus 1 and replaced by k plus 1. Okay, in this Pn. So here k plus 1 c0 a power k plus 1 plus k plus 1 c1 a power k into b plus up to plus k plus 1 c into k plus 1 b power k plus 1. Okay, now we shall prove this whether it is true or no using a plus b power k. Okay, so let us start with a plus b power k plus 1. This I can divide as a plus b into a plus b power k. Okay, k plus 1 power is together here. Okay, so this is separated. Now this you keep as it is, and a plus b power k we have to use from here. Okay, so place this value a plus b power k. So I just place in the bracket kc0 a power k plus kc1 a power k minus 1 into b plus up to plus kck minus 1 a into b power k minus 1 plus kck b power k. Now next is I'll multiply each term by a plus each term by b. Okay, so let us multiply by a. So when you multiply by a indices will increase by 1. Okay, so here kc0 as it is, a power k into a, that is a power k plus 1 plus kc1 a power k minus 1 into a will give you a power k, because k minus 1 plus 1 will give you a power k into b plus up to plus kck minus 1 a power here 1 into a gives you a square b power k minus 1 plus kck a into b power k. Here no a, so just multiply by a plus now I am multiplying by b each term. So kc0 a power k as it is into b. Okay, so multiply by b plus kc1 a power k minus 1 as it is, and here b is there into one more b, so b square, right, plus up to plus this term kck minus 1 a into b power k minus 1 into b, which gives you b power k, because k minus 1 plus 1 is b power k, plus here kck b power, here k is there into multiply with 1 b, so b power k plus 1. So I have done only actual division. Okay, so the actual division is done. Now we shall write the like terms together. Okay, so first term kc0 a power k plus 1 I am keeping as it is. Okay, now I have got, see here, a power k into b and here a power k into b. From these two terms they are like terms, so I'll take a power k b common. Okay, so I am taking common a power k into b. Here remains kc1 plus here remains kc0 plus similarly the next term will be, you can take in the next term common a power k minus 1 into b square, and the remaining will be kc2 plus kc1. Okay, you can just remember that a power will decrease by 1, okay, in all the terms, okay, successive terms, and b power will increase by 1. Okay, so here a power k plus 1, next is a power k, next is a power k minus 1, decreasing by 1, and here b power 0, b power 1, b power 2, b power 3, and so on, increasing. Okay, the last term, the second last term will be kck plus kck minus 1 into a power k, a into b power k, and the last one, this term I am not touching, just keeping as it is, kck b power k plus 1. Okay, now we are going to use the some identities and simplify this further. Okay, so for that I'll use k plus 1 c 0 equal to 1. Now this value kc0 is also 1. Instead of k, if I put k plus 1 c0 also will be 1. So this I will replace by k plus 1 c0 because this value and this value is 1. Okay, now for this bracket terms I will use the result kcr plus kcr minus 1 equal to k plus 1 cr. See, here is r, here is r minus 1. Here is one number and here 1 decreased by this number. Suppose here 5, then here is 4. Okay, and this term, this part is same. Then this will be written as k plus 1 cr. Okay, so here you see, here 1 0, here 2 1, here k minus 1. So here this is more than 1. Okay, comparatively with this is 2, then 1, so this is smaller than here by 1. This is 1 and 0, so this 0 is smaller than this by 1, right? So that is what here, say r minus 1. So for all these bracket terms I am going to use this value k plus 1 cr. R will be the higher one, the higher value you have to take among these two. Okay, and the last one is kck equal to k plus 1 c, k plus 1 equal to 1. So if these two is same, that means answer is 1. That means here kck I'll replace it by k plus 1 c, k plus 1. Okay, now using these identities I'll rewrite this as k plus 1 c 0 a power k plus 1 plus this one bracket term is k plus 1 c1 a power k into b plus this one k plus 1 c2 a power k minus 1 into b square plus up to plus this one is k plus 1 ck a into b power k plus this last term is k plus 1 c k plus 1 b power k plus 1. That means pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Therefore, by principle of mathematical induction, Pn is true for every n belongs to the integer, positive integer. Okay, so that is done. So that is the proof of binomial theorem. Now we have got some observations on binomial theorem. So number 1 is a plus b power n. This binomial expansion can be also written as sigma k is equal to 0 to n and ck a power n minus k b power k. Okay, this one can be written as a summation. Okay, in a sigma form. The coefficients of NCR occurring in binomial theorem are known as binomial coefficients. So NCK, so the same way NCR, that is a general form, these are called your binomial coefficients. There are n plus 1 terms in the expansion of a plus b power n. So if see a plus b power n, so when you expand these, it has got n plus 1 terms. For example, suppose n is equal to 5. Then when you expand these using the binomial theorem, then in the expansion there will be 6 terms because n plus 1. So here I am taking 5 terms, power is 5, then the expansion will have 5 plus 1, 6 terms. Okay, in the successive terms of the expansion, the index of a goes on decreasing by 1. At the same time, the index of b goes on increasing by 1. So in the successive terms, the power of a decreases by 1 and at the same time power of b increases by 1. Okay, number 5, in the expansion of a plus b power n, the sum of the indices of a and b is n. So when you expand this, each term will have some power of a and b. Okay, the first term and the second term, and that power, if you sum up together, it will be equal to the total power of the expansion. Okay, special cases. Number 1, x minus y power n equal to, now here it is negative. Okay, and instead of taking here a and b, just taken as x and y. Okay, so a is replaced by x and b is replaced by minus y. Okay, here minus is there. So nc0 x power n minus nc1 x power n minus 1 into y plus nc2 x power n minus 2 into y square minus nc3 x power n minus 3 into y cube plus up to plus minus 1 power n ncn y power n. Okay, this last term is either positive or negative, depends on the n. If n is even, this term is positive. If n is odd, this term is negative. Okay, so last term you have to write in this way, and first term is positive, next is negative, positive, negative, it goes on. Okay, why? Because of the power. First power, there is no power of the second term. Here power of second term is 1, that means minus answer. Square is plus, right? Here again power or power, so it is negative. So it is written in plus minus plus minus. Okay. Number 2 is 1 plus x power n. So here first value is 1 and second value is x. So 1 power anything is 1. So we are not going to write the first number or the value of a, but we'll write with second part, that is x power. NC 0 into 1, but 1 power 1 is 1. So only NC 0. Okay, this one. Plus NC 1 x power 1, right? This is power n minus 1, but n 1 power anything is 1. That's why we don't write. Plus NC2 x square plus NC3 x cube plus up to plus NCn x power n. Third, 1 minus x power n, the same thing, but if it is negative. So here plus will become negative alternatively. Okay. NC0 minus NC1x plus NC2x square minus NC3x cube plus up to plus minus 1 power n NCn x power n. Here power of n depends, the negative sign or positive sign depends on the power n. What is this n? If it is odd, this is negative. If it is even, this is positive. Next we have general and middle terms. In the binomial expansion of a plus b power n, the r plus nth term is general term. Okay, so in this expansion, r plus 1th term we call it as a general term. It is given by tr plus 1 equal to ncr a power n minus r into b power r. Okay, this power will be and a power will be n minus r power. So that is a general term. The middle term in the expansion of a plus b power n. So now middle term we have got n can be even or odd. So if n is even, then middle term will be n by 2 plus 1th term. Okay, and if n is odd, then there are two middle terms, namely first one is n plus 1 by 2 2th term and n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th term. Okay, so n plus 1 by 2 that term plus n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th term. So if it is 4th, then 5th term. Okay, something like that. In expansion of x plus 1 by x power 2n, the middle term is n plus 1th term as 2n is even. Okay, if you find the middle term, it will be n plus 1th term. Why? Because 2n is even. It is given by 2n cn x power n 1 by x power n equal to 2n cn. Here x power n, this one is denominator, one is in the numerator, so it will cancel. Therefore, in this expansion you will get the constant term 2n cn. Okay, and this term is called the term independent of x or constant term. Okay, so this is called your independent of x or constant term because you will not have x here, right? So we'll keep this much for today. Thank you very much.